We are going in tonight. Tonight's video is for educational, entertainment, and research purposes only. Please be advised for the things that you see tonight. Welcome everybody that's tuning in. Shout out to everybody that's been rocking. You know what I'm saying? Stand down to all my members, the ones been sending them cash apps and everything. But we're finna go down tonight. And as we get in here, cut on this camera. Here we go. Pull this camera back some. There you go. There we go. We are going in tonight. Tonight's video is for education. Pause there. But we're going in tonight. Welcome everybody. Let's welcome everybody. Let's start off like this. You know what I'm saying? I want to start off a little different tonight. Let's do this real quick. Let's see. I got that ready to go. Let's stop there. Let's start off with a little bit of this. Here we go, because I am going through it. And we're gonna jam out. What's up, everybody? Let's get up in here. Let's tune in. Let's get it. Let's go. Bam. Here we go.
Who the fuck did this?
808 his I love you boys for these beats, dog. Yeah. Oh. Going through it. Smoke one, drink one. I've been going through some things, trying to make a change. All this full of shit slowly driving me insane. The devil on my back, being the corner smoking chain. The nigga tired of struggling, I'm just looking for some change. I've been going through some things. I've been going through some things. I've been going through some things. Trying to make a change. I wanna apologize for fucking up. Had a chance to change my life and really turn up. Undersized and underrated, still eating up. Junior college going hard, blowing plays up. Mindset on C notes, so now it's fuck school. Scholarships ain't the plan, dog, when you broke as shit. But when you bagging up zips on me, your paper flip. My granny told me she was proud of the new me. Not really knowing I was stuck and hanging with the G's. Idolizing Big Bro when he was in them streets. Riding with him smoking sweets while you serving heat. Couldn't wait to show him that their hustle shit was deep in me. Every day a day to hustle, what hard, yeah, he showed me. Seeing Tanya on the deathbed really woke me up. It had me feeling some type of way like rich, homie. That's why I grind so hard, wanna be rich, homie. Wanna be going through some things, trying to make a change. All this fuck shit slowly driving me insane. The devil on my back, being the corner smoking chain. The nigga tired of struggling, I'm just looking for some change. I've been going through some things. 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 Let me talk, trying to make a change. Mentally, I'm disturbed, dealing with deep depression. Every chief and biz drinking, clutching on my weapon. Night stressing on my knees, screaming out for blessings. My young nigga, 22, facing a life sentence. I taught him everything I know, so I'm living it with him. Raising my kids, scared to fail, I hope they see a man. No dividends, now I'm plotting on a couple grand. Rob my cousin just to give myself a chance to eat. 3 months later, shoot out with them, family shame to me. I got some skeletons and all of them look like me. I try to take my own life, scared to be alone. Funny cause she still left me and had my mind blown. I'm living rags to my rags, Lord, this ain't living. Look, I'm tired of this struggle, ain't it hard to miss it. I'm feeling defeated, stressing and dying slow. So I take my pain now on these drugs and hoes. I'm trying to get the road. Trying to make a change. All the full shit.
Yeah, I gotta feel it right there, man.
The devil on my back, being the corner smoking chain. The nigga tired of struggling up
Nah.
looking for some change.
Yeah, we want to go live tonight. Yeah.
I've been going through some things. 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 Trying to make a change. I've been going through some things.
Man, shout out to my boy C Shrugs, man. R.I.P. man. Long live C Shrugs. Man, nah, see, man, let me tell you something. Man, he wanted to go live tonight. Shit. But I'm like, shit, for what? What you talking about? What we doing? You know? I mean, that's his choice for him going live. And it's my choice too if I want to or not to. As well, you know, but he going through the motions right now. You know, and I'm not saying it's bad, not saying it's good. He just going through the emotions. Shout out to everybody in there, man. Shout out to everybody tuned in, man. I got some stuff for y'all for tonight anyway. You know what I'm saying? I might, what's up with it? What's up, Denise? What's going down? You know, but you know, what's the topic, man? Tonight it's about the young lady that was found hung in Florida. And we finally got some type of information. The family finally came out and spoke. We finna get to that right now, matter of fact. And then we got a couple more things tonight. You never know what you might get tonight too, because the main topic is just about the heat wave that's going on around. How it's gonna get real hot. How about 1,000 people done passed away from this heat wave in France. You got stuff going on in Arizona. Is going, man. It's just everything going on. The birthrights being denied in the Supreme Court. Then you got the police shooter or whatever running around here. They looking for, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's a lot of stuff. Say keep the mic in front. Keep the mic. Nah, I need to turn my mic up on the cool. Let me turn my mic up because I really don't like it right in front of me like that. Shit. Let's see. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, cool. All right, so you can hear me. You can hear me like that. I ain't got to keep it all the way in front of me. I'll just turn it up. How about that? All right. Before we get jumped into this content that I got for y'all, I gotta, I gotta laugh to keep from crying. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry about that. Now I be going through so much. I be dealing with a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? So check this out, man. We gotta laugh first. Here we go. You know me, I love to laugh anyway. I'm goofing. Here we go. Here we go. Check this out.
Thank you.
Yeah. Here we go. Well, gone. Ow. Ow. Boy, crazy. Boy, that boy tag you with. Boy, they nigga couldn't catch him. Hold on, check this out. Now, this is funny right here. Hold on, here we go.
Do you have any law?
Here we go. Well, where you go? Here you go.
Do you have any law violations that I should be aware of, like any run-ins with the police at any time?
I did get in trouble with the cops one time, but they said it was 3 counts.
Okay, so what are the dispositions of all those? Are they paid fines? What are they?
Oh, nothing serious. One was just an unregistered weapon,
Uh-huh.
a loaded weapon, and then discharge from a moving vehicle.
Hold up, you just do a job up?
That's what they told me.
Hey, I'm the station commander. Hey, you disqualified. I ain't gonna waste your time, man. So you might as well get up and go.
That boy say, boy, you did a drive-by? Hold on, this right here funny, man. I love this right here. Hold on. Here you go. Here you go. This funny right here.
Give me mine.
Hold up. Hold on. I did. Man, this shit funny as fuck. What the old girl knows? Hey, what the old girl knows? She's curious with it. Why? You know, black girls ain't gonna play. Watch this. You know she hurt. You know she hurt. Hold up. You know she hurt. That's too funny. Hold on. That's too funny. You know she was hurt. She hit that brick wall. Say, "Bow." Hey man, hold on. Oh, this one. Oh no, hold on. Hold on. I got you. This right here. This nigga get mad in the motherfucker too.
Who is this just left out this drive? Who is this just left out this drive through with this car?
What else for you?
Hello? Who is this just left out this drive through with this car? This car. Who just parked their truck right here? Who parked their truck right here?
Hello?
No.
I'm in the truck.
Where you at?
I'm in the truck.
That nigga's like, where you at?
Okay, who is in front?
I'm in the front. I'm driving.
You driving?
Yeah.
That nigga say you driving.
Oh, he said you driving. What? Who is this just left out this drive?
Oh, hell no. Shit. Nah, hell no. That nigga talking about you driving. Nigga talking now. This right here, this the last one. This gonna top off the day right here. Everybody, y'all get prepared.
Take it.
No, hey. Where my shit go? Hey, where that bitch go? Hold on. Here it go right here. This shit.
Yes, good job. No, baby, that's a giraffe.
Daddy.
Oh, God damn. I'm tripping.
Yes, good job. No, baby, that's a giraffe.
Nigga hard in the fish too.
Daddy.
Say, I man, say man, say man, the daddy was like, man, but you see, he looked hard. That nigga look, he's like, daddy. Man, hold up. Nah, man, you can't make that shit up, man. Say, man, these kids, boy, say these kids will tell the truth on you. I'm telling you, man. All right, here we go. Let's get started with the real content. Let's get to it. This is what we here for tonight. Here we go. I had to laugh, man. There's always something going on. Check this out, though. Now, you know, I had brought this to a lot of y'all attention. Boy, I don't know what, a couple of days ago, probably last week. And Miss Miller family finally spoke out, and it finally made news coverage because people on YouTube started to talk about it. But if we wouldn't have talked about it, it would have never even be brought up. Yeah, say, hey, so that last say I still got a couple more I ain't even played, man. That's a fool. But I'm gonna play some more before we get up out of here. It say, keep going, show me some more. Okay, I'm gonna show you some more. Hold on, I got you. Hold on, I got you. Hold on. Before we get into that content, hold on. You want some more? I got some more for you. Hold on. Man, hold up. Nigga, I be saving these hoes. Where this bitch at? All right, here you go.
Dame una dita.
I'm gonna start that bitch over here.
Do you have any law violations that I should be aware of, like any?
Come on, nigga. What the fuck are you?
Dame una dita.
Hey, this shit funny to me. Watch this. We gonna get mad and shit. Hold up, nigga. You can't make this shit up. Watch this shit right here.
Oh crap.
What do you? Can I help you?
No.
What are you doing here?
I'm really sorry. I was going to Ding Dong ditch you guys.
Nigga,
I'm
not.
super
What
sorry.
do you really want?
Did you did not? You're out here doing that. I will call him right now.
Yeah, he does know.
I doubt that.
What's the hold up? I've been caught!
Is that your dad?
Yeah.
You just went down ditching with him?
Yeah, he says it's a core childhood memory and he wants to be a part of it.
This nigga running like a bitch. That nigga like run, nigga. It's all that nigga to run, fool. That shit crazy, nigga. This shit right here, fool. This shit right here, fool.
That's the problem right there.
What?
You fucked the trans.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Okay, it was dark though. And I was drunk. I didn't know.
What the fuck are you talking about? You fucked up the transmission.
Are you talking? Oh.
Wait, what the hell?
No.
Now, what was you talking about? Now, get your ass back here, man.
Yeah.
That's the told that nigga hit his
Billions.
ass back here. Hold up. Hold on. This right. Oh no, I can't show y'all. Nah, okay, I'll show y'all this. It's funny. Hold on. Here you go.
$100 says you can't make all these bottles facing up.
Okay.
Only
Man.
trick is you get
Hold
two
up.
moves.
I bet y'all right now. Nah, it say, what he say? They can say, yeah, them twins is hell. Hell yeah. Now I bet you right now, none of y'all gonna be able to guess this right here. And it's so simple. And the way he keep tricking his wife is just ridiculous, man. And she ain't catch on 9 times. Here you go.
And you have to move 2 bottles each move. And I'm gonna show you how it's done before you even try.
Okay.
So you do like that and do like that. So that's
All right.
simple.
Easy.
And $100,
simple.
okay?
Easy.
Now watch.
$200 if you don't get it right. Go ahead.
Here we go.
$200 if I don't get it
Get,
right?
get it right.
I just showed you it can be done. 1.
I did them the opposite way.
No, it's got to be standing up.
It
Here,
won't work
Here, I'll
that
start
way.
it over. All right, watch. Ready? 1, 2. It's that simple.
Okay.
Watch. Here, you try. Last chance.
And then what happens?
Then you give me $200.
It doesn't work,
Yeah, come up
Zach.
off that
It
200.
does.
Is it special
Here, let me-
tea or something?
Yeah, it's Golden Peak. Watch. Every single time I do it. Okay? It's not that hard.
Let's go.
I'm giving you way too many tries.
That's all I can do.
Maybe try it. $100 says you can't make all these bottles facing up.
Okay.
Only trick is you get
All
2
right.
moves and you have to
Hold
move
on.
2 bottles each move. And I'm gonna
Anybody in the chat now? Do y'all know how this work, huh? No, she just slow. Oh no, she just slow. Okay, she just slow. Okay, just making sure. So which bottle is you supposed to use then? How you supposed to correct what she messed up? They say salute. What's going on? What's going down out there? You know what I'm saying? Shoot, salute to everybody just now tuning in. Man, let's get to the real content though. But yeah, y'all gotta go watch that, figure that one out right there. You know what I'm saying? Man, showing love to the chat. Here we go. This is what we here for. So basically, like I say, I had brought to y'all Miss Miller about a week ago or so like that. and they just now making news tonight with this, which is very sad. If nobody would have really just got on the internet, and especially the lady that was in Florida that was I guess was helping when this happened. Didn't I guess she was at the hospital and she put this out on her Facebook. So a lot of people gravitated to her Facebook and made this happen. So by the time I looked up, it was probably about like two people or so, you know what I'm saying, sharing this. And as I started doing research, I was just like, man, this is deep, this is very, very deep. You know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff that's going on today is deep, you know what I'm saying? But this right here is just like, man, what's going on? Because I remember, being here from Texas and having a lot of sundown towns and a lot of towns that just, that weren't even sundown towns, but still was just, towns you don't want to go through just because of color of your skin. But I remember back in the day in Jasper, Texas, they had grabbed this black dude, tied him up to the back of a pickup truck and just drug him in the dirt road, you know what I'm saying, till there wasn't no more left, And it was a lot of a couple of years ago, somebody got found out there in I want to say Collin County or Denton County, either or, they right next to each other. Outside in front of by the courthouse hung and things like that. So a lot of that stuff always be happening. It just don't get national coverage like that. But tonight, something sparked the news station out there in Florida, and listen to what they had to say. They say, what did you say? You say he from the middle. Yeah, I know. Mm-hmm. Exactly. You tripped out, man. Check this out. Yeah, it was the middle bottle.
The death of a Michigan woman in South Florida has gained a lot of attention online. Now, a family member is pleading for answers after deputies say that they found her sister dead near Gwen Cherry Park in Miami-Dade County last week. Detectives say that their investigation found no evidence of foul play and say that it appears that she died by suicide. The woman's sister, however, strongly disputes that.
If anybody knew that my sister Tonae Nicole, that's the last thing she would do. That's the last thing she's thinking about. She loved life too much.
Deputies say Tonae's body was found last Thursday morning. Investigators say her belongings were with her and they found no signs of violence. Over the past week, Miller's death has drawn growing attention on social media. Today, the NAACP and community leaders call for transparency in the investigation. The Miami-Dade Sheriff's Office attended today's news conference to say that the case is closed, though they say that they will review any credible new information brought forward.
Based on the totality of the evidence gathered during this investigation, detectives found no evidence that Ms. Miller's death was the result of foul play. We understand that this does not lessen the grief of those that loved Ms. Miller, nor does it erase the difficult questions that often follow a tragic loss.
Experts say mental health struggles can be complex and are not always visible to others. If you or someone you know is struggling, help is available by calling or.
Man, and that mental health is serious, you know what I'm saying? And if people out there have a problem, make sure y'all see that number right there. Call out. Shoot, they may got one near you, so just reach out to the nearest one to get some help. But let's get back to it. Now, yeah, she is wrong for that hair. No lie. Yeah, you're wrong for that hair. I don't know what you were thinking about, what you were doing when you put on that. I mean, you don't want to disrespect nobody like that, because she grieving over her sister and stuff. But you don't want to come out and knowing the news gonna be on you. You know what I'm saying? With the wig you got underneath the cabinet in the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? That been all the way in the back under all the damn hair products and all the other stuff that you done piled on top of it. And then you decide to go all the way back in there and dig it up and say, "Oh, I used to like this back in the day," and try to fix it. You can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like shit. But we ain't here for that. You done got me out here started in these little, you shouldn't even posted that, man. You done got me started. All this racist stuff's going out here, all black women hanging from the tree, and they claim no foul play. Right. And I don't think she would have just went all the way out of town just to, do herself, in that manner, how they found her, and then they said ain't no foul play. It's like, I don't see how does she, I mean, you ain't gave us no details. You just, her belongings was with her, and that's where y'all found her, And then now the family, the family just now getting on to this just because of social media. And then not only that, the lady that even was at the hospital or whatever knew someone, right? That's why she spoke out about it. Because it didn't happen before out there in that town plenty of times. Like just I was talking about the other day when the guy that they found out there, they also did the same, found him hanging from a tree out there. You know what I'm saying? And let me put up a disclaimer. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause YouTube been tough on this content right here. I ain't gonna lie to you. The last 3 videos, YouTube been tough on me on this content. I ain't even gonna lie to you. When it comes to speaking about stuff like this, or speaking about color or anything in general, YouTube is tough on it. They'll let you, like I say, they'll let you come up here and say nigga all day and this, that, and yell at each other and fight each other all day. But when it comes to when you talking positive stuff, oh yeah, they definitely don't want none of that. Right, exactly. I don't believe in none of that right there. I don't believe that she was just there and hung herself, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. And I don't believe that they done did no full investigation for a case to be closed already, and then her family is just now finding out about this, and then they tripping because this is the first public statement from the family. This the first public statement from the news, so it's like, and just with that little bit of what they got us, it's like, what they gave us is like, what is this? What are we watching? What are you telling us? But yet you want to say that it's that we need to be aware of mental illness and stuff like that. But how is that going? I was just reading an article the other day. They saying that, man, black folks is the number one, we high right now, especially black men, and this thing called suicide. They just saying mysteriously we suicide ourselves, you know what I'm saying, up off the planet. But I beg to differ. Not saying that our people don't do that type of stuff, but it's like it's rare. You know what I'm saying? It's very rare that when you seeing we at an all-time high doing it, it's like what's really going on? Because we already at an all-time high, committing, acts against each other and things like that of that nature. They say, what a right. Yeah, where's all that? You know what I'm saying? Like where did she what did she even, where was she at? How did she get up there? How did she leap? Who tied it? Did she tie it right? Because some people get up there, you think you feel really just off yourself, and then you get up there and shit, you be like, hell no. I ain't saying I did it, but I'm just saying, I'm just, movies and shit, niggas be, and they be like, hell no, nigga, these niggas for the second guess that. Oh yeah, they thrive off the vision. Divide we fall, united we stand, and have power. And that's another thing. That's what's been helping, the black community so far right now, as they backed up and start, spending their dollars elsewhere and spending their dollars within the community, of our own. Black people don't commit. Yeah, I know. You know what I'm saying? Like they with the Asian thing going on right now and the Latinos jumping in there, they all talking about, asking Trump why they won't deport us, and then they mad because we done took over like in the last month or two or so, whatever. It's probably been a little longer, but we done saved over $1 trillion. They done lost over $1 trillion, in their communities because us not shopping at the nail shops, the hair shops, the Chinese restaurants and everything like that. So, and then, but everybody they trying to cut off the black businesses now. You know, they saying they not gonna be selling and this and stuff to the to our people, you know, from overseas and stuff like that, which is cool. But like I told our people, if we gonna be doing this boycott, if we gonna be standing for ourselves, we gotta have self finance, education, economics, you know, and stability. We need everything on our own if we're gonna do this. Because right now, if you ain't seen, Trump been trying to fight for that birthright citizenship thing, but the Supreme Court just denied his request or whatever. And then not only that, they want to go for segregation. You know, a lot of black folks are happy about this segregation. And there's nothing wrong with the segregation if you're trying to get your people right. But you got to understand, sometimes your segregation ain't going to be the segregation that you thinking, which you just thinking that they just going to just let you just stay over there without any consequences. You know, they already making a law. So you it's like they already got these institutions. So you got to understand what you fighting against when you standing. You know what I'm saying? Not saying I'm with you. I'm with my people. Don't get it twisted. I'm with my people. But you got to understand what you're against. And if you don't understand what you're against, you know, it'll be definitely a rough road. You know what I'm saying? And not a smooth one. You know, this, like I say, the segregation stuff. And when they can give us this segregation, they can separate from us. But you got to remember, and you know, they segregation is gonna be different from what we thinking. Everything there is gonna be theirs, and nothing of yours. And then you got to realize when you segregate, you still gonna need their money to do what you got to do. And not saying when we was segregated we could make way. We always gonna make a way. That's one thing about, you know, us. We gonna always make a way, no matter what. They wonder why, you know, we don't panic like most people panic. A lot of people panic, you know, and they can't handle the pressure. But we stand 10 toes. What the chat talking about? You know what I'm saying? Well, facts, we need to have our own businesses, properties, support each other. Yeah, we need to have our own water system, import, export. You know what I'm saying? We need to manufacturing our own clothes, distributing our own clothes, growing our own food. You know what I'm saying? Trapping our own rainwater. You know, it's against the law to trap your rainwater. You trap your rainwater aside of the house, that's against the law. You know, a lot of stuff that's against the law, we don't even, we oblivious to. Like how they own these mineral rights, they own certain stuff in the air, they own the air, you know. So we got to understand what we fighting up against, you know. When we standing, you know, it's especially with these Chinese black, they're their main customers all the time. And everything of ours is going to be ours, right? Facts. Yeah, what up, Bumpy? Facts. Yeah, man. Like we standing strong right now. But right now they done passed laws. Like while we distracted by everything else, man, they done passed laws where now every time all your Google search history, even though we know they be having access to it, but they gotta fill out, you know, a form, you know what I'm saying, subpoena most of your information on Google and stuff like that. But now, shoot, they got full access to your whole wheelbarrow histories and all that stuff like that. I'm talking about these people going to the extreme, you know, with the MK Ultra. Man, speaking of the MK Ultra, man, hold on, check this, hold on. Man, this stuff is crazy. Because the MK Ultra, this mind control, it's just how they got us, man. And we be sitting here and just thinking that we finna do this and we finna do that, and not knowing, man, they already light years ahead. You know what I'm saying? And the more we keep participating in all the stuff they have going on, we'll never ever shake it. We'll never ever shake this. Watch this, man. You won't believe this. It says, see. You know what I'm saying? This is not my content. This is Time of India. You know, so I'm using this for researches and educational purposes only. And check this out. Here we go. Let me pull this up like this. Man, y'all be thinking this.
I know there's a lot of speculation out there about the Butler shooting. and I guess even the Charlie Kirk shooting. I just hate to speculate because I don't know. I have no firsthand knowledge whether those guys were programmed through radio waves or through their computer activity. So I would never hazard a guess except to say what I've already said, that they developed means that we've never been told about many, many years ago. And I imagine they've evolved to be much more effective now. So
Let me
anything's
interrupt you
possible.
one more time, and I apologize again. But don't you think that they could cast this broad net through these algorithms and other things, and maybe they don't know the exact person it's going to affect, but they know what type of person it's going to affect, and they know it's going to happen, and that way they can't predict when it's going to happen, but they think it will happen, and then that way they can sort of wash their hands of this whole thing and say, well, we didn't have anything to do with it, but in effect they really did, because they put this out there and they continue to put it out there.
Yep, my next question would be for either Dr. Kinzer or Mr. O'Neill. Declassified CI records have revealed that officers deployed overseas have used USAID funding as an official cover, or USAID as an official cover for operational work that had nothing to do with the mission of USAID, i.e. humanitarian aid, medical relief, etc. In some cases, CIA officers operated under USAID cover, engaged in lethal activity in places such as Vietnam, running assassination missions during the war in country from 1965 to 1975. And since MKUltra seems to have found its origin in drug experiments conducted on...
Wait, you hear that? MKUltra, they found their way in drug experiments. Man, hold up, fam. Now, I was just reading, and not reading, also watching the news in California with the war that they got on marijuana, right? Now, let's talk about this MKUltra. If y'all don't know what MKUltra is, it's mind control. By all means, from hypnotize or actually using a real device, or by these laptops and phones and all this stuff like that. So they telling me about all this poison they putting in this stuff, right? Like, cause like back when I was growing up, everything was natural. And we saw the shift, you know, and we start tasting the difference and stuff like that. So, you know, you always been on that hunt for that certain one. You be trying to find, hey, make sure you got some real deal Holyfield. Anyway, now I'm reading, and they showing how they trying to shut all this stuff, this cartel down in California, because how they've been coming over here illegally, taking over the farms from the hippies and all that stuff like that, and the land and all that, and just I'm talking about destroying it with all these fertilizer, pesticides, and all that stuff like that. And I'm like, dang. I mean, you're already trying to put in the fence and all that, everything right now. You know what I'm saying? You already got the Bama headache and whatever process stuff y'all got going on right now. They like, we at war at all-time high on all sides. And what it say? I know that crazy. My man say, man, what do you say? Yeah, MKUltra is mind control. Yes. Facts. Man, say, what do they say? What, like, my thing is, like, what is their end goal with us? Because I'm a baby kid, you know what I'm saying? And nigga, we don't die, we multiply. So, but it's like when we multiply, though, it's like like I say, our DNA just passed down all this trauma. You know what I'm saying? It's like, y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know how, man, you ain't never, you know how certain people, you say, oh man, that person been here before. Or even if a person ain't never said that to you, man, you can always, it's like you'll have feelings from the past, or you had a past telling you something, or you had these deja vus, or, you know, like you correcting something, or you trying to fix something, or you had a butterfly flick, or you have, you know, some type of dealings with your either your future self or your past self, or a past ancestor or a future ancestor. And y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. What you say? Like Charlie Cake isn't right. However, Charlie Cake, man. Then they pass down trauma on God now for real, and you feel it. Let me get back to the video, listen to what she said. But she was just like, man. So you just think about what we doing to our babies. Like, it's too late for our mamas. It's too late for us. Our kids are already grown. But now we have these kids. Most of us, our kids are already grown. But we having these kids and the devices. That's all they have. And how they mind is just so short span. It's like you looking into a lost soul sometimes if you really look because just know that the zombies are us. Believe that. When they be ready for the zombie apocalypse and all that, they talking about for real. Yes. Man, this is crazy, man. And we it's just like, and the sad part about it is that we be knowing this stuff, we be tapped into this stuff, but our actions be totally different because we gotta get up, we gotta work, gotta take care of the house the best way you know how, you know what I'm saying? At least have some type of freedom or sanity for your damn self, which is crazy. It's like we just like after Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, it was just like after that right there, after that whole movement, it's like we just gave up. And don't get me wrong, we got Farrakhan, you know what I'm saying? We got we had what's his name? Khalid Muhammad. We had Khalid Muhammad and things like that. But it ain't never, ever been the same. Never, ever been the same. Because the participation, the group effort, the thing when I was talking to Key One about the other night about snitching, that snitching stuff was a thing for us, within our culture to make sure that we progress. Not nothing to keep our culture down, you know what I'm saying? Because like any mother, any father, anybody want to know who did something to their child. Anybody, in their right mind would want somebody to come forth of any tragedy. Somebody was to run somebody over or something like that. It's just that our ideology, man. We try to stick to this what we call street code or whatever code or whatever thing we might come up with, and we feel like we supposed to be bond or hold to that because as we grew up, that's what always what we heard, and that's what we was told, that's what people said to us, and we gotta hold that shit true and dear and near. And it's like, nigga, roots wasn't even real. That's crazy. And say civil rights leaders were, or yes, they sure were. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They were sitting right there with Thomas and all of them. Clarence Thomas, all of them. That's crazy.
Prisoners overseas, and first by the SS in Nazi Germany and then by U.S. intelligence in camps captured from the Germans. Do you believe that USAID may have been used overseas to further influence or further the MKUltra, for example, on prisoners of war? Since part of USAID's mission was to administer drugs to the poor and needy populations, would the organization have abused its mandate by poisoning foreign populations or creating disassociated states for interrogation or torture?
I can't speak directly to AID, but it's certainly true that during this period, after the Second World War, the United States was using publicly announced and official U.S. government agencies to carry out covert action. We now know, for example, that 5% of all of the money appropriated for the Marshall Plan was diverted for covert activities. A number of U.S. agencies were used as cover by covert operatives, and that AID could have been one of them sounds very likely to me.
And the NIMH admitted to allowing itself to be used for covert funding of MKUltra experiments in the 1970s when the operation was disclosed.
Thank you. I now recognize Representative Burchett for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Chair Lady. Thank y'all for being here. I remembered
Goddamn,
when all the talk
like-
about MK Ultra broke, and then they were talking about lawsuits, and there were lawsuits, and the CIA and the federal government said that this didn't exist, and then they came back and said, well, it does exist, and then but we're not doing it anymore. I guess my question to y'all first is, which lie do we believe? Because thank you. Obviously, there was an open bar before this thing started, so thank y'all. But Dr. Kinzer?
Hold on. Don't do
Websites your competitors don't want you to know.
Oh, come on with all that bullshit.
Hit your mic, brother. You're not on the mic.
Hit
It's old
your mic,
CIA
brother.
trick. I'm just kidding.
Hit your mic,
I
brother.
put myself in the place of one of those senior CIA officers, and I'm thinking to myself, like the ones back in the 1950s, well, other people must be doing this. We'd be falling behind if we don't do it. And nobody's looking over our shoulders. And that, I think, is your job. So I think there is a definite air of urgency and total secrecy. If any current research is going on, and if it's conducted in any comparable level of secrecy to the original MK Ultra, it's very deeply secret.
But one thing you said, though, it's going to be hard for Congress to act when they're so dadgum compromised. Let's just be honest. I mean, y'all are in the business of twisting ears and telling us things that we've done, and that sways a lot of people up here. Somebody doesn't want to wreck a marriage or their business or lose this glamorous job that we have. And so I suspect that has a lot of play into it. Sorry to interrupt you. I apologize.
All I need to say is that I think if there are such projects going
Oh, yeah, you can twist the arm, you can twist the ear to get your point across. I bet you. Boy, I tell you.
on inside the U.S. government, there might be a sense that we can do this without any hostile supervision.
What are the possibilities that what we've learned in MK Ultra, now that it has advanced so much to algorithms and the computer and getting to
Did you hear that? MK Ultra is in the algorithm, in the computer. So, not saying that a lot of stuff that be happening may not be true, but a lot of this stuff that you be, like I said the other night, you got to be careful with a lot of this stuff that you get off the internet, because you never know what it is. Because, like you say, plants and everything can be planted. Everything can be planted just to see how you gonna act out in that web. Like, they can sit up here, and this is science. This is scientifically proven. This is studied, and this is a fact that these people have us so controlled, our minds so controlled. They can sit up there and tell you a lie, and you will believe it. And then the moment they tell you the truth, you will believe it. You might think about it, but you won't believe it, because they done gave you so much of the lie that you done grew up on. And as soon as you get even an ounce of inkling of truth, it's something about that lie you can't separate yourself from, because you always felt it to be true. The algorithm. Reflections. But Kimberly, man, they got us. Because we won't unplug. Like when Neil Neil went in there in the Matrix and shit, and they was at the home base. The old boy was on that chair. You know, he was trying to get unplugged, Don't forget unplug. Get the hell out the matrix. Exactly. And we are the spinning wheels of it.
Loners that some of these loners could, through this just mass propagation of whatever you're doing, could cause someone to maybe take a shot at a president.
You hear him? He telling him in so many words with so many gestures. This man been telling this man, chill out. Cause stuff you talking about, man, cause we know how y'all do. Y'all like to pull the ears and twist the arms. And the stuff that you putting out here can have somebody going at the president. But wait a minute. Why is everybody gonna be going at the president? Why? Why? When it will be wouldn't it be the whole system? Because who's held accountable? If you've been doing all these experiments, the Tuskegee experiments, the CIA drug invitation, MK Ultra experience, experiments and stuff all on us, and like who's the hell hold y'all accountable for that? Because it seems like me, when I'm watching this, it seems like everybody in the room know. And they like, so what? Because that's what, I mean, look at him. He's basically like, yeah, we know this. So what you want us to do? Because like what you putting out here, man, it's like you trying to get people off. And you see how when they play their game, you see how they openly just snitch and tell on themselves or tell whatever, or even if it is for propaganda to make us be in the algorithm of Matrix and be some BS, but I don't think. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and let's see, the device listens to everything we say, the algorithm, yep, it's slowly showing up what you talk about all the time. Like the other day, I was just talking about listening to a song. But as a matter of fact, there was today. I take that back. And I was talking about listening to that Dr. Dre, Bitches Ain't Shit, you know what I'm saying? Because of how the beat drop in. I like that, you know, when it first come in. But I never went to go look the song up. So I'm riding in the car. I pulled on my Gator Man like I normally do. And as soon as I listen to my Gator Man song, that song plays next in my playlist. So not only is they listen to it and stuff popping up, they also listening to it and popping it up in your playlist and put it in the video list to where you're going to actually watch it or listen to it. Crazy work. And that's been happening. Them listening to us on the phone been happening for a while. And that stuff popping up. You remember when them ads was crazy? Every time you say something or think of something, and then all them ads pop up on the side of it. Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. Yeah, you do your thing tonight. You know what I'm saying? But let's get back to some of this content, man. Let's go. I need to get up out of here in a little bit too. But I still got a little bit more right there.
I know there's a lot of
I'm gonna stop that one right there. Hold on, I want to play this one right here, man. And this is not my content. This is for educational and research purposes only. You know what I'm saying? Put up this disclaimer, man, because you know how they be getting. You know, let me pull this up for you, man. It's wild. Like they had the lady that was like, I know who assassinated Kennedy. I was on that stuff like that. But look, check this out, man. They trying to get us by all means. You know what I'm saying? They finna have us thinking that everybody's around here committing suicide. You know what I'm saying? Down out here wanna, you know what I'm saying, hang themselves up like a t-shirt or some pants in the closet. You know what I'm saying? Well, one thing I know about Texas, they be standing on business, man. Check it out. Hold on, check this out. Check Texas out. Some of them people just don't be going for it.
Concerns are growing.
We do not believe that data centers are good for Fort Worth.
In Fort Worth and North Richland Hills.
I feel like I met with a used car salesperson.
Many share the sentiment seen from the sky in Red Oak.
I don't want them in my neighborhood.
Same goes for Levon.
Definitely, we want them to understand, listen, and truly see where their community is coming from.
Folks in Henderson County worry data centers will soon consume precious state resources.
It's going to affect their reproduction. It's going to affect, their water.
On the campaign trail Tuesday,
Pushing back.
Governor Greg Abbott addressed the surge of developers looking for land to build technology warehouses.
We must prohibit them from building AI data centers in rural Texas neighborhoods.
While that may sound like a victory for folks rooting against them, Fort Worth City Councilman Michael Crane has another take.
What I've heard from him is let's put some smart regulations in place that really address the problem and the issue.
Crane says 5 new data centers are in various stages of construction. Those will add to 4 facilities he says have been around for years.
In Fort Worth, the city is working on new regulations specific to data centers. Everything from its water use to its strain on the electrical grid, even its noise impact to neighbors.
The city is moving through a rulemaking process.
People still aren't happy with that.
I think, honestly, Brittany, I go back to this myth and misinformation.
He looks forward to what he believes the governor hinted at. Data centers could be a top priority for state lawmakers.
Any AI data center even thinking about coming here, they got to bring their own money, bring their own power, reuse their own water, and do it in a way that reduces the cost of electricity for residents across our state.
In Fort Worth, I'm Brittany Costello.
I mean, what y'all think about that? I mean, I hear Greg Abbott. You know what I'm saying? I hear him, but I don't buy it. Yeah, we already went over that. I just don't bite that bullet. I'm just ain't gonna sit up here and stunt like that. You know what I'm saying? But Texas always known to push back on certain things. And then next thing you know, a year or two later, then next thing you know, it's all about the money. You know what I'm saying? One thing we know about Texas is all about the money. You hear what he's saying? Hey, you come down here with that cash, you know what I'm saying? You get your own water, your own resources, then you make this power cheaper. You can do what you want to do, basically. You know what I'm saying? And you don't think AI down the citizens ain't got the money? You know what I'm saying? Like, get off the boo-boo. You know what I'm saying? Like what we really doing? Put that back on there. There we go. All right, but yeah, like what we really doing at the end of the day? You know, like these data centers, it's gonna be having kids walking around here, you know what I'm saying, brain fried. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't talking like what they were talking about, how like the 5G network, you know what I'm saying? You remember when everybody was trying to scare everybody with that 5G network? It had a lot of us not even want to get a 5G phone. Well, you know how long people stayed on 4G? People stayed on 4G for a minute before they got on 5G. They thought 5G was gonna start catching fire and everything in the sky. But you notice one thing, when they did introduce 5G, that fire actually, you know what I'm saying, start really frying. That's what allowed for them cameras. That's what allowed for, these sensors and AI technology to be more advanced in how they doing stuff now. You know what I'm saying? So they always do things with a purpose. Remember that. Now, Tayana, I feel so sad for that girl. I feel so sad for her family, and I'm not gonna sit up here and say justice, you know what I'm saying? Because we say this all the time, but I do know that's gonna come back too. For the truth gonna come out. The truth gonna come out about her. So I would like everybody to go do their research on her. I'm still gonna be doing some digging. I want y'all to go find out some more things, you know what I'm saying, as I go dig deeper into this. But all this stuff, like I say, is going on while all this stuff happening, right? while they're doing other stuff, they got all this going on too at the same time. They got the other laws they passing with the gun law. Oh my bad. I want yeah, but um they got the gun laws, marijuana laws coming on in. You know what I'm saying? I mean, some states, man, it's messed up. They got right now. They got a lawsuit on semi-automatics because they won't let them use them. So the state or whatever, I mean not the state, but the people got a lawsuit on the state because of that. A lot of people getting their gun laws taken away. But if you notice though, they ain't messing with certain individual guns, you know, because once they make the laws for them, they got that took. They know what they got to do. You know what I'm saying? They packed up, they stacked up, they ready for that. But like they making it harder for us to even bear arms and defend ourselves in certain places. So certain stuff is worth fighting for. I'm just gonna tell you that because I know one thing when war break out, you know what I'm saying, especially like a World War III or a Civil War, anything, you better be able to protect yourself. You know, and I'm sad to say, shoot, you got to be able to know how to not only protect yourself but survive too. And I mean, heal yourself. If something go wrong, eating, you know, uh, catch and pray, all that stuff like that. Like, you better know that. I'm saying that's why I spend time in that country. But man, check your people out right here. This is throw. Cause if y'all come home one day, I want to see how y'all feel. Y'all come home one day, and then it's time to pay rent, right? And once you pay rent, they tell you, "Hey, we got a new system. Check it out." You know what I'm saying?
Imagine buying a house, but then you realize that your HOA bill has turned into your second mortgage.
So you want to be a homeowner? Yeah. These people are finding out being a homeowner is not all it's cracked up to be. Yeah, their HOA fees 4 years ago was $158. Over the last 4 years, it's jumped to $350, more than double.
Yo, what's happening? It's boy Papa Duck back with another video, and I've talked about HOAs for a long time. It's ridiculous how you go from $350, actually lower than that, from $100 and some a month to $350 a month to $1,250 a month for HOA fees. I told y'all the reason they do this is to keep you broke. America has to keep you as a citizen broke. If you make $7,000 to $10,000 a month, consolidated with you and your significant other or more, their job is to deplete your bank account so that you continue to go to work as a slave. This is a system, okay? So this is why they do this. And I told y'all years ago, and people laughed at me. They laughed at me when I told y'all everything is going to be subscription-based. Renting a house or an apartment is going to be subscription-based because you can't own it and you will always have to pay for it. Look around. Cable, subscription-based, even though you pay monthly for cable bills, but now everything is subscription-based.
Yeah, if you want the good shit.
Exactly what they're doing. HOA just another level of control. It's all about control. It's all about depleting your bank account, and it's all about putting you in a position where you can't afford this shit. So you have to continue to be a slave by default.
And watch them data centers, cause all this tied together. All this gonna make sense. Cause when the data centers come, right, and then you're gonna start seeing more stuff going subscription based. Yeah, boy, say you got in at a good time. I mean, even though it was the worst time too, you know. Well, I think damn near when it 19 was out about down there about that time, shoot. But but things were still moving too at the same time. So yeah, but watch when they put these centers, they start putting these high tech roads because they working on high tech roads. Man, they got roads right now for these cars, man. It's unbelievable, man. It's like, man, say the roads that they got and they finna start building and technology that they putting up on these roads. Don't think them roads you driving on are just concrete. Believe that. But with these data centers that they building, it's gonna start allowing for these residents around here to start getting you for the subscription base. And with that subscription base, it's gonna draw a lot of y'all out because a lot of y'all, it's like a lot of people at their tipping point right now. You know what I'm saying? And then you're gonna be seeing people lashing out. And that's when you finna start seeing more of them want to do the segregation stuff. It's gonna become that segregation thing. And that segregation thing, you're gonna start seeing a lot more people around here getting hung. You know what I'm saying? Are they gonna be coming here, coming after our women, after our kids? It's gonna be our own people against us and everything. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I know you gotta be careful what you ask for sometimes. Even if you ain't even asked for nothing. Like this, all this stuff that we going through, all this stuff that we endured, you know what I'm saying, from generation to generation. And they want to use that magic number 400 years. Nigga, since a kid, I've been hearing 400 years. Come on, you know. But my thing is, we got to be careful what we ask for, even when we don't ask for it. And like I said, we didn't ask for none of this, and we here. But we done made it. We done survived to a certain degree. To a certain degree, we done survived because we done took whatever they gave us, you know what I'm saying, from the bottom of the barrel, and we made it look good. And not knowing that we one of the most people who spend money on things just ridiculous. I mean, I done went to a lot of rich people's house and I be like, well, shoot, that stuff is simple. Some of that stuff is expensive, don't get me wrong, but majority of it is simple. Everything they do is simple. They cars is simple. You know, and then they might have some trophies, don't get me wrong. But majority of that, the other stuff, nuke soft, they renting that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Or they having people coming to pick them up and drive them in that. But what I'm saying is this. We ain't asked for this, but the things that we here doing and we getting and we trying to fight for, we got to be careful for what we ask for when you in a certain position. And the position that we in right now is the bottom of the toilet pole, but we ain't the bottom of the toilet pole because we number one because they always wanted us close and always needed us for some reason. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know that reason. You know, I'm still trying to figure it out this day. And I know it's our work ethic. I know we work hard. I know we do this. I know we do that. But it's something. And I don't know exactly what it is. You know what I'm saying? But it's something that keeps them close to us, keep them watching us. I don't know. But whatever it is, it's something that's a higher power. And they know something about us being those beings. Basically, let me put it like that. Or those chosen ones, or whatever you want to call it. But somewhere you can tell deep down inside. Because the whole world, no matter how much they hate us, they love to imitate us. No matter what. I seen one dude say, I forget who it was, and forgive me for forgetting who said this, but I was watching it on YouTube, and he was just saying how, like, Charleston White, and he's speaking on Charleston White, and he's basically saying that, you know, you're supposed to be this activist or you're supposed to be this certain type of brother, but yet you go against your people, you know what I'm saying, to be on top of your people. You dressed a certain way, you stood for certain standards, you know what I'm saying, while at the same time going against your people. And then as you went up through this internet, you talk down still on these people, but yet you dress like these people. You act like these people now. You know what I'm saying? Your swag, you know what I'm saying? Your whole. But see, you got to be able to peep all the game. You got to be able to see through. You know what I'm saying? And you never know what a person do. That's why sometimes you don't never, sometimes just don't speak on it. You just sit back, you watch and you observe. And when the time is right, the time is right. You know, when you speak on it out loud, you ain't gonna get no results. But when you tuck that arm and you tug on that jacket and say, you know, come let me holler at you, you might get some different results. You know what I'm saying? And the position that we in right now, we need to be tugging and pulling people aside to get some results. That's all I'm saying at the end of the day, you know, because we lost. And I'm going to keep saying that we lost and lost at the same time. And if we going to continue to be here, we don't care, because a lot of people is content with the cribs they got, the cars they got, the job, how they living. But at the end of the day, it's something missing. Some people even scared to be on their own, to even grow their own food or build their own house or whatever type of shelter they need, and really be out there and defending for their family and tilling the land. A lot of people ain't used to that, 'cause they don't come from that. So with all this segregation talk and all that stuff going on too, just know that's going on in the works. And that's all part of the MK Ultra. It's all part of the Matrix. And that's all a part they so-called destiny. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what they've been building for forever. We built up on the system. We sit here, we argue, we go back and forth with each other, not making any type of sense. You know what I'm saying? Because we're trapped in where they into they ideology, or what they done taught us, what they fed us, and we use that against each other instead of being outside of the box and knowing that you're being boxed in. You really think that somebody who hates you so much will care for you, which is crazy. I was watching that movie on Netflix about the 24, the regiment, the army guys out there, the all black army Buffalo Soldiers, and how they took them over there under them certain leaders, and then, you know, the whole town was just racist out there in Houston, and they were just then they're about to you know, kill all them brothers. So them brothers stood up, but they try to make the story seem like something else, and you can tell that story just wasn't right. They just try to make it seem like these brothers, you know, got picked on, and then end up getting attacked, then turn around, and they just went through the city and just started just shooting up the whole city. And I don't think so. That was a rebellion. No matter how much they trying to spin that story, it was a rebellion. And it's always a rebellion with our people. Every time we hear stories, always a group that always trying to prosper, or trying to make some out of themselves, or be in the society and say that they a man. They ain't even respect us as man back then. So what makes you think they still respect us as man today? So all I'm saying is, protect your family. Protect the ones around you. Think smart. Understand what's actually going on in this world. Don't be blind every day just by going to work and just chilling with your people. Remember that you got work to do. and your work will never stop. Because like the grasshopper and the ant, if you don't prepare, you will be left behind. I appreciate all of y'all tuning in tonight. I want to make sure y'all go out and y'all share Tonya picture and awareness of her. Make sure y'all share what's going on with the community dollar. Make sure y'all get out here and learn and see who you can get with to be a service to your community. You know what I'm saying? And let's make some shape, because the ball is finna be in our court. Just know that. We're gonna have to stand on what we actually be either thinking about, saying about, preaching out loud, or cussing people out, or that independence talk and all that stuff like that. You finna have to stand on it. But like I say, it didn't happen tonight, so I was gonna give y'all something. But on the next one, it's gonna be, we got some confessions on the next one though. It's finna go down. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that tuned in. Appreciate it. Y'all make sure y'all get them likes up. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all share this content. Make sure y'all hype this content. You know what I'm saying? And make sure y'all support the channel, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I got more stuff than this coming on. Then I got my interviews coming back for one thing. And then I'm finna finish up with the Mo3 case real quick and see what's shaking on this. And then I got some more cases that I finna get ready to jump on. Then I also got the Hangout hotel story that I'm about to get ready to put out. You know what I'm saying? So everybody just stay tuned, man. And we out.